Hey, let's do a standing sequence, standing flow for 8 chains. So for this practice, we are not going to put any weight on the hands. We're going to stay on our feet, all kind of standing stuff. So that always means it's going to be pretty balancing practice, really working on the glutes, the center, stabilizing, finding the balance. A little dancey flow to come. So find your yoga mat and let's go. Standing practice, standing flow. So we're also gonna start from standing. Come to the front of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. Don't lock your knees. Check that you lengthen your spine, lengthen the space between your lowest ribs and your hips. Shoulders drop back and down. And then have a look at your feet. Lift your toes up, press all 4 corners of your feet down and support the inner arch. So the inner arch is lifted as well. Find those all 4 corners. Keep the inner arch lifted and then just spread the toes down, lengthen. Try not to grip the mat. So just lengthen down. Really feel the ground underneath you. Gently lifting from the lower core, shoulders back and down. Really gently, maybe chin in. So we lengthen the back of the neck as well and close your eyes. Take a moment here to really find the connection with the floor. Elongating your spine when you inhale. Really grounding down when you exhale. Lower back really long, tailbone pointing down. Shoulders right above your hips. Lengthen the back of your neck. Try not to lock your knees. And then start to keep your eyes closed first. Start to bring the weight onto your toes. And then weight back onto your heels. Weight forward. Whee! And weight back. It's actually quite challenging when you keep your eyes closed. Forward and back. Just swinging a little forward, back. See how this feels when you don't have any focus point in front of you. Really just finding your ground. And then start to bring the weight onto your right and to your left, side to side. The floor is your best friend here. The gravity helps you to ground down. And the breath helps you to elongate, make space. And then find your center again. Spread your toes out, gently pulling up from the lower core. And then open your eyes. You can bring your toes together, heels together. And inhale, bring the arms up, overhead sideways. With your right fingers, grab your left wrist. Pull your left arm up and over, bend sideways. Really between 2 walls, right away the right shoulder a little forward, left hip forward, navel in and up. Inhale, creating length. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, come back to the center. Swap around, grabbing your right wrist with your left fingers, up and over. Now the left shoulder forward, the right hip forward, navel in and up. Inhale, space, and exhale, deepen. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, release the arms behind you. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, squeeze the heels of your hands together. Straighten your elbows, open your heart. And exhale, fold forward at your hips. Relax the neck. Feel the shoulders stretch. Bring in the arms a little further away from you, closer to the floor, in front of you. Your pinkies. And then inhale Release your hands to your lower back. Swing the fingers down and up. Bend your knees. Utkatasana, chair pose. Look down. Can you see your toes? Weight is on your heels. Sit down a little deeper. Try to bring your biceps by your ears. Still hug your ribs in. Lift from the lower core. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Maybe even think squeezing your sit bones together while you sit down a little deeper, while you bring the weight onto your heels, while you still try to look forward. Bring the biceps further back. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling, and exhale, hands together to your heart center. Again, inhale, arms up over your head sideways, and let's bend over to the right. Grab your left wrist. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, over to your left. Change the grip. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, release your hands, interlace fingers behind you. Inhale, open your heart, extend your elbows. Exhale, fold forward, relax the neck. Inhale, release your hands, Utkatasana, chair pose. Swing the arms up over your head. Again, inhale, create space. Exhale, sit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sit down. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, straighten the knees, and exhale, hands together to your heart center. Once again, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend over to your right. Inhale up. Exhale, over to your left. Inhale up. Exhale, release the arms behind you. Inhale, interlace, lengthen, open. And exhale, fold forward at your hips. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, create space, lengthen your waist. And exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, you can still see your toes. Exhale. Next, inhale, lengthen your arms. Hands together to your heart center. Let's do one more. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, grab your left wrist and bend over to your right. Inhale up. Change the grip. Exhale, over to your left. Inhale up. Exhale, release the hands behind you. Inhale, interlace. Open your heart. And exhale, fold forward. Relax the neck. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, sit down a little deeper. Now inhale, keep the ankles glued together, but lift your heels high up. Exhale, press the heels down, sit down. Inhale, come up high on your toes, ankles glued together. And then exhale, heels down. So wait a little more on the big toe mount, second toe mount when you lift your heels up. And exhale, lower the heels. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift high up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen the knees. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Now open your feet a little wider than hip distance apart. So it's a little bit wider stance. And inhale, bring the arms sideways up over your head. Exhale, cactus the arms and twist to the right. Right hip moves forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Now the left hip moves forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus in the center. Open your heart. Inhale, release your hands. Behind you once again, interlace your fingers. Open your heart. Extend your elbows. And exhale, fold forward at your hips. Feel the stretch on your shoulders. Inhale, swing the arms up, down and up. And exhale, hands together, turn your heels in and squat down to your Malasana Yogi squat. First one, try to find your heels on the floor if possible. You can always open your feet a little wider, bring the weight a little side to side. Gently with elbows, push the knees open, thumbs to the center of your chest to really lengthen the lower back and open your chest. Now inhale, extend your arms, interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, extend your elbows, biceps by your ears or further behind. Press your heels down and inhale to stand up. Exhale, hands together, squat down again. Inhale, lengthen your elbows. Somebody pulls you up from your fingers. And exhale, squat down. Again, inhale, press from your heels to come up. Exhale, squat down. Inhale. So try to keep the weight on your heels as much as possible so you really work on your glutes. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. And this time exhale. Just bring the hands together to your heart center. You can turn your heels out a little so the feet are parallel again. Let's go again. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus, twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen, square. Exhale, hips stay square. Twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Look up, open your heart. Release your hands. Interlace your fingers. Extend your elbows, open your heart. And exhale, fold forward. Feel your shoulders maybe a little more open already. Release your hands, swing the fingers down and up. Come up to standing. Exhale, hands together to your heart center. Squat down, turn the heels in. Toes pointing out. Inhale, interlace your fingers. Extend your elbows. Come up to standing. Exhale, squat down. Malasana, hands together. Heart center. Inhale, press from your heels. And exhale, squat down. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. The last one. Lengthen up. Exhale. Just hands together to your heart center. Open your heels. Feet parallel. Let's do one more. Inhale. Arms up overhead sideways. And exhale. Twist to the right. Cactus the arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Open your heart. Really squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Release your hands. Interlace. Straighten your elbows. Open your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, release your hands. Come up to standing. Fingers pointing up to the ceiling. And exhale, squat down to your malasana. This time, stay here. And now you can bring the fingers behind your skull. So really open the elbows to the side. Try to keep the back of your neck long. Again, press from your heels to come up to standing. Right away, shift the body weight onto your left. And start to bring the right knee up to meet your right elbow. So you bend sideways. Again, exhale, we're gonna squat down to the other side. Weight onto the right. And then left knee closer to your left elbow. Bending sideways. Squat down. Inhale, weight on the left. Exhale, malasana. Inhale, weight on the right. Bend over to your left. Exhale, malasana. Keep going, couple more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and this time inhale, stay on your left leg. Bring the body upright. Now start to cross the knee behind you. So try to lift the knee up, thigh up, so you don't let it drop. Try to lift the thigh up and cross the knee behind you. Then you can take a little twist from your waist. Try to keep the elbows open. Come back to the center. Again, right knee meets your right elbow, bend sideways. Inhale, body upright. And then we're gonna take a little twist. Try to lift the thigh up behind you and a little cross behind. Center. Again, bend over to your right. Come back to the center. Twist, cross, back to the center. One, bend over to your right. Bring it upright. Then gently twist. And now lengthen your fingers out. Can you grab your right foot with your left hand? And then you can square your body. Again, bring the right fingers behind your skull. Open the elbow to the side. Try to lift the knee behind you, thigh behind you, and cross a little more. Still the right shoulder or underneath the right shoulder blade. You wanna square the body forward. Now let's do a little tricky one here. You can release your right fingers. Start to bend your left knee, and you can Can you start to extend the right leg in front of you? Maybe finding the left foot with your right hand as well. So we squat down wherever you can. And then with the balance, find your way up exactly as we came down. Whee! And then go ahead, release the right foot down. You can shake your hips, little side to side. Side to side. Nice. Open your feet again. So you can squat down to your malasana, toes pointing out, heels in. Fingers behind your skull, open your elbows, hug your ribs into, and bend down to your malasana. Let's go couple alternating. Again, first bring the body weight onto your right, bend over to your left. Lift the knee up, really work on the side body. Exhale, malasana. Inhale, bend over to your right. Exhale, malasana. Keep going sideways. Inhale up. Exhale, squat down. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do two more. Exhale. Exhale, and last one, body weight onto your right. Lift the left knee up. And then bring the body upright. Start to cross the knee behind you. Lift the thigh up, so try not to let it drop. Lift the thigh up and cross behind you. Take a little twist. Tricky one for your balance. Come back to the center. Lift the left knee to meet your left elbow. Body upright. Now cross the knee thigh behind you. Take a gentle twist. It's hard to twist a lot here. Again, side bend. Body upright. Twist and cross. Body upright. Side bend. Up. Cross. Square. One more. And up. And keep twisting. Start to open your fingers out to the side. Can you find your left foot with your right hand? Then you can square your body. Again, left fingers behind your skull. Open the elbow. Lift the thigh behind you and try to cross a little more while you can imagine somebody pushing you forward underneath the left shoulder blade. So you want to square the body, but you want to cross the thigh, the knee back behind you. And then the tricky one, release the left fingers down. Start to bend your right knee. Can you start to extend the left heel forward? So you really need to cross your knees, your thighs. I cheat a little. Squatting down and then find your way up to standing. Again. Nice. Release the left foot down. A lot of work for the supporting leg, the supporting foot as well. Find a stance again, feet are about hip distance apart. And inhale, bring the arms up overhead, sideways. Exhale, fold forward at your hips, relax the neck. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward, open your heart. Exhale, relax the head down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms overhead. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Couple here, just to slow the breath down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, broaden your collarbones. Exhale, relax the head. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms overhead. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. One more inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, relax the neck. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Nice. Bring your toes together, heels together. Shift the body weight onto your left, interlace the fingers right under your right kneecap and start to pull the right knee closer to your right shoulder. Keep the hips square, right hip in level with your left. Tailbone pointing down. Nice, keep the knee lifted, extend your fingers up to the ceiling. Can you extend the right leg in front of you? Bend your right knee in again and send the right leg back behind you to a warrior three. Maybe lifting a little higher, reaching the top of your head. Forward, Bring the right knee into your chest, body upright, fingers up to the ceiling. And now bring the right ankle on top of your left knee. Figure 4, hands together to your heart center. Right elbow to the left sole of your left foot. Find a little twist. Sit the hips down a little deeper. Find your way up again. Right knee into your chest. Extend your right toes forward. This time eagle. Cross the right thigh over your left. Bend your knees. Swing or don't swing. Bring the hands together to your heart center. And then bring the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Find a little twist here as well. Press the left big toe mount down. Try to keep the left elbow glued to your right knee. Bring the body upright. Right knee pointing forward up to the ceiling. Find a twist. Maybe with your left hand, find the outer edge of your right foot. Start to extend the right heel forward. Right fingers reaching back behind you. You can shift your gaze, look back. I'm gonna look forward for the better balance today. Nice. Start to bend your right knee again. Change the grip. So now with your right hand, you wanna grab the top of your right foot. For the dancer, maybe bring the right thumb between your big toe and your second toe and grab the foot from the inside. Left fingers reaching forward. And we start to kick the heel back behind. Let the shoulder open. Try to keep the hips square. And only go where you can control today. Don't need to be the deepest one. Bring the body upright. Still hold your right foot with your right hand. Start to swap again. Or maybe this time both. And start to extend the heel in front of you to your range. Maybe bend your supporting knee a little. Lift the right heel a little higher. Bend your supporting leg. Straighten. Lift a little higher. Bend, straighten. Lift a little higher. And once again, we find eagle. Maybe bend the left knee deep enough so you can take a little support from the floor with your right toes first. Long time on one leg. Swing the arms up overhead. Right arm under your left arm, eagle arms. And now if you got the balance, go ahead. Wrap your right toes behind your left ankle. Lift your elbows up, away from you, and roll over your knees over your thighs. Reaching the fingers a little closer to the floor. Make your body small. Sit the hips down a little deeper. Nice. Find your way upright. Ooh. Keep the eagle arms. Release your legs. Right knee up. And send the right leg back behind you to your warrior tree. My left foot is for sure cramping here. Rotate the right inner thigh up to the ceiling. Try to square your hips, extending your fingers, elbows forward. Bend your left knee and take a big step back with your right. Find your high lunge. And then you can release your fingers, swing your arms sideways up, bring the right heel down to your warrior one. Adjust your stance or the distance of your feet if you need to. Try to square your hips. And bring the hips down a little deeper. Here, inhale. Start to extend your left knee, fold forward at your hips. Open your arms out to the side. Keep the spine long. Exhale, bend your knee, fingers up to the ceiling. Warrior one. Inhale, extend, wide and open. And exhale, bend, body upright. Inhale, still try to square, pulling the left hip gently back. Exhale, bend, hips low. Inhale, fold forward, widen, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Open to your warrior two. Maybe means toe heel the left foot in a little, so heels are in one line. Widen your back. Let's do inhale, lengthen the left knee, arms up overhead. And exhale, bend, sit back into your warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Hips stay low. Tailbone pointing down. Lengthen your waist. And inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, extended side ankle. Inhale, when you reverse the warrior, maybe lift the left heel up. Wait a little more again on the big toe mount, second toe mount. Exhale, extend each side ankle. 2 more. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, extend each side ankle. Really dancey, flowy, hips stay low, strong legs. Exhale, extend each side angle. Bring the body upright to your warrior 2. Skandasana, hands together to your heart center. Open your right toes. Start to extend the left knee to your surfer's lunge. Hands in your heart center if possible, otherwise support with your fingers. Stay low. Back into your warrior 2. Extend your fingers out to the side. Widen your back. Skandasana. Go slowly, good control. Stay low. Back into your warrior 2. 2 more. Skandasana. Lift from the lower core. Always help with your deep core. Warrior 2. 1 more. Skandasana. Warrior 2. And then swing your right fingers down. Lift the right heel up. Back into your high lunge. Lengthen your waist. Sit the hips down a little deeper. Lift from your navel. Now bring the fingers behind your skull again. Open your elbows, widen your back. And inhale, we're gonna twist over to the left. Exhale, square. Inhale, bend the right knee, hovering off the floor. And exhale, extend. Inhale, twist. Exhale, square. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen. So the breath is maybe the opposite you're used to now. When we bend, inhale, extend, exhale. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Let's do 1 more twist. Lengthen your fingers out to the side. And maybe left fingers finding the right hamstring. Reaching the right fingers up to the ceiling. Creating space for the right side of your body. Nice. Bring the hands together to your heart center. Start to twist over to your left. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Find a diagonal line. Try to square your hips. Really lengthening. Belly of your thigh if possible. Bend your right knee. Keep the twist. Right foot take a long step forward. So you arrive to your twisted chair pose. Inhale, lengthen. Open, exhale, sit. Maybe change your gaze, look up to the ceiling. Maybe open your arms. Maybe send the left fingers over your head. And slowly release the twist to your Utkatasana chair pose. And exhale, fold forward at your hips. Open your feet, hip distance apart. Soften the knees. Grab your opposite elbows and let the body hang down. In your ragdoll. I'm catching my breath here. So let's take a moment so I can get back into my breath. I don't know if you feel the same, but I need a little moment here to catch my breath. Balancing is something that always lifts your heartbeat up, at least for me. So let's take a moment to connect to the breath here. Ground yourself again. Maybe release your hands, shake your head. Yes and no. And then really slowly bend your knees a little more. Round up to standing vertebra by vertebra. Hit up the really last. And then we have the other side to go. Feet together, toes together, heels together. And then shift body weight onto your right. Hug the left knee into your chest. Interlace the fingers under your knee. Gap and pull the knee a little closer to your shoulder. Hug the elbows in. Try to keep the tailbone pointing down. Keep the knee lifted. Release your arms, fingers reaching up to the ceiling. And then extend the left leg in front of you. Bend the knee in. Warrior 3. You can always lift the back leg a little higher. Airplane. Lengthen the back of your neck. Reach the top of your head forward. Bend your left knee in. Bring the body upright. Figure 4, ankle on top of your knee. Open the left knee, flex your left toes, left elbow on the sole of your left foot. Take a little twist, thumbs together to your heart center. Once again, bring the body upright, extend the left knee in front of you, bend it. Equal, hands together, and now the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. Thumbs together to the center of your chest. Find a little twist. Shoulders open. Keep the elbow glued to your knee. When you release the legs, bring the body upright. Maybe bend your right knee a little if you need to. Try to get the shoulders upright. And then you can find the outer edge of your left foot with your right fingers. Extend the heel forward, fingers back behind you. Start to bend your left knee. From your right hand, swap to the left hand. And dancer's pose. Maybe the thumb between the big toe and the second toe, and you grab from the inside. Extend your right fingers up to the ceiling. Start to kick the heel back behind you. Find the back bend first. Open your shoulders, hips square, and only go down where you can control, but it's okay to lose your balance, of course. That's why we do it. Slowly bring the body upright. Keep holding the foot. Start to bring the knee forward. Can you swap? Maybe hold with both hands. Start to extend the heel in front of you. Bend your right knee, extend. Lift the left leg a little higher. Bend, extend, lift a little higher. Bend, extend, lift a little higher. Nice. And once again, we find equal. Now you can bend your right knee enough so you can take a little support from the floor with your left toes. Swing the arms up, overhead, sideways. Left arm onto your right arm, equal arms. Straighten your wrist. Sit down a little deeper. Maybe find your balance. Wrap your toes behind your ankle. Lift your elbows away from you and roll over your thighs over your knees. Keep moving the elbows away from you. Bend your right knee a little deeper. Can you reach the floor with your fingers? Make yourself small ball. Nice. Slowly bring the body upright. Only release your legs. Start to extend the left leg back behind you to your warrior tree. Oof, foot cramping. Extending, lengthening the elbows forward. Open your heart. Bend your right knee, take a big step back. Arriving to your high lunge. And then you can release your arms, swing the fingers sideways up. Bring the heel down to your warrior one. Really square your hips. Navel in and up. Inner thighs active. Inhale, start to extend your right knee. Open your arms out to the side. Fold forward. Exhale, bend. Lengthen. Inhale, fold forward. Open your arms. Square your hips. Exhale, bend. Fingers pointing up to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Find a warrior two. You can toe heel the right foot forward, a little heels in one line. Level your hips. Lift from the lower core. Widen your back. Inhale, lengthen fingers up to the ceiling. Exhale, sit back into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Keep slow. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, extend it side ankle. Inhale, reverse, maybe lift the heel up. Keep the hips low. Exhale, extend it. Two more. Inhale, sideways, hips low. Strong legs. Exhale, extend it. One last inhale. And exhale. Bring the body upright, see a warrior two. Open your arms. Skandasana. Open your left toes, extend the right knee, hands together to your heart center. And slowly sit down. Stay low. Transition to your warrior two. Open your arms. Skandasana. Transition to your warrior two. Skandasana. Warrior two. Let's do one more Skandasana. Warrior two. And then start to lift the left heel off the floor, fingers down and up. Find your high lunge. Adjust as needed to level your hips. Try to lengthen the lower back. Bend your elbows, fingers behind your skull. Really lengthen your waist. And inhale, we're gonna twist over to your right. Exhale, square. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale, twist. Exhale, return. Now inhale, surprisingly bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale, hips stay low. Exhale. One inhale. One exhale. One more. Exhale. And now inhale. One more time. Twist. Extend your fingers out. And then maybe right fingers finding the left hamstring. Left fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Lengthen. Lift. And then hands together to your heart center. Find your twist. Left elbow on the outside of the right knee. And really use the elbow against your knee to lift the belly of your thigh. It's like upright diagonal from your heel to the top of your head. Now bend your left knee as well. Left foot, take a big step forward. Keep the twist. Arrive to your twisted chair. Sit down a little lower. Open. Maybe shift your gaze. Maybe open your arms. Maybe send the right fingers over your head. Keep breathing. Still aware of your breath. Nice. Find your chair. Release the twist. And exhale, fold forward at your hips. Open your feet again, hip distance apart. Soften your knees a little. Ragdoll. Let the body hang down. Get back into your breath. And then open your feet. Squat down to your malasana. Take as wide as you want to. Try to bring the heels down. Hands together to your heart center. Gently open your knees. Relax the pelvic floor. You can even feel your hips heavy, sinking down. Still, top of your head, gently reaching up to the ceiling. Slow your breath down. Can you feel your feet? We work a lot on the feet too. Probably you felt the feet dancing on the floor when you balance. That's all okay. There are so many muscles on your feet. So if you felt your feet cramping, it's a good thing. Working on the feet as well. So good to be without shoes, not wearing shoes, just balancing without the support of your shoes. Really working on those small muscles on your feet. Nice. And then slowly you can sit down onto your mat, maybe lie down, take a final savasana. If you feel like taking a twist, stretching, feel free as well. I'm gonna leave the rest up to you, what you feel like doing. So standing practice today, really working on your supporting side and the center, of course, for balancing. So do whatever you need. I would recommend at least taking the final savasana. It's always part of the practice. If you want to do the final savasana by standing, you can do that as well. Hope you enjoyed the practice. Give me any feedback. Happy to hear. See you next time. Namaste.